Okay, this is a video for the BLON 03, the Urbanfun YBF, and the Legacy 3. I just did a video, and for some reason it stopped at 1 minute 22 seconds after I moved it to the PC. What in the fuck? Anyway, I like all three of these, and I think they're outstanding. They present treble in different ways, all three of them. Treble is a kaleidoscope. There's so many different ways to do it and to tune it. It depends on the music that you listen to, your age, your personal preference, how you like certain instruments presented. It's very, very variable. That's why there's so many different presentations of the treble with spikes and dips, and people fall in love with certain tunings and other people fall out of love with certain tunings. These three sets in the Sony IER-Z1R are all different, and I like them all. And they all do cymbal strikes well, which is a very, very important thing for me. I got Chris Cornell up here. I tripped out on Black Hole Sun a lot today. I was doing air drums and all kinds of stuff. Commenting on how the song was misinterpreted as being positive, Cornell said, "No one seems to get this, but Black Hole Sun is sad. But because the melody is really pretty, everyone thinks it's almost chipper, which is ridiculous." Chris, my man, I always thought it was kind of dark and weird. And then when I saw the video of the bizarreness, it just reinforced what I thought the first time I heard it. At no point did I think that that was a positive chipper song. The ice cream dripping out of the little girl's mouth, the sexual innuendo, the woman with the stretched face because of plastic surgery and all that stuff, and the fakeness of people in general. I got the message right away. A chipper song would be the one with the guy that was dancing around in the field with the bees. There were people dressed up like bumblebees, and then that guy OD'd on heroin in his trailer, I think, around that time. That was a chipper song, Chris. Not this one. Chris Cornell died in 2017. What the fuck? Lot of excellent musicians. When I start to do knowledge bombs, I already knew that he had passed away, but it's like a reminder, like, God, this guy passed away. The guy that made that awesome song is gone. I'm actually on Spoonman right here. Let me go back. This is Soundgarden. This is what we're listening right now. So these three, the treble is done in a different way, but I find all of them to be appealing. The difference would be in the low frequency presentation. When low frequency is maybe elevated too much or is encroaching on the mids, it will affect the replay quality of the vocals. And when you can particularly note that is when they're both occurring right at the same time. For me personally, Taking It to the Street by the Doobie Brothers, should be this one right here. Mike McDonald is the singer. This is good for my brain because the bassist is by himself. Mike McDonald, bassist, Mike McDonald, bass, Mike McDonald, together. And when they come together, Mike McDonald's quality is not the same as it was before, because I'm listening to a single driver playback on these two. On this I got a BA, but it's the dynamic is taking care of the bass and probably the part that's being affected. The best quality of that event was the Legacy 3. I'm going to take the Urbanfuns off of this pedestal right now because of a couple reasons. One, quality control. I keep it on my list, but it's got a yellow highlight because it's got quality control issues. Who wants to gamble when they spend their money? If you're into gambling, go gamble, but not when you're buying audio gear. And on top of that, it comes in a box, which I overlooked because it was very good, but it comes in a box where the mold where you put the buds in is for a different set of IMs. So a normal person would look at that and be like, what the fuck? These don't even come in the box that they're supposed to come in. And then on top of that, you've got quality control issues. So I leave it on my list where it is because that's where it belongs sound quality wise. But be careful beyond that. So the BLON 03 and the Legacy 3. Let me state the songs that I used. Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin, Please Do Not Go, Violent Femmes, The Small Hours by Metallica, Kill Jill by Big Boy, Taking It to the Streets, I wrote penalty because that's what I started to focus on, because that's where I could note some notable audible difference right there. And there is a penalty by the BLON 03 in my mind. Hey 19, bass over vocal penalty, yeah, a little bit. Nothing Else Matters, again, Metallica, No More, No More. The only song off the Lightboard that I actually listened to, and then I totally went nuts on Black Hole Sun repeatedly again and again. I just enjoyed the fucking hell of it on the L3. On that too, but by that time I was totally tripping on the L3. The important part of this video is to say that if you've got the BLON 03 and you like it, you have absolutely no reason to buy the L3. Unless you're addicted and you want to buy new stuff. So let me be clear about that. I'm not doing another video so I can again say the L3 is an excellent set, though I'm doing that. The BLON 03 is fantastic, and if you like it, you don't need to do anything. These are not going anywhere. They'll still be around if you ever break your BLONs or you lose them and you think, I want to get something a little bit different but still high quality. I'd say the L3 would be a good move. There might be other stuff by that time when you lose or step on or something with this set. If you think that the BLONs are a little bit too much bass, and for the reason that I stated, which is that they interfere with the presentation of vocals a little bit, this would be a set that you might want to migrate to. If you think that the BLON presents trebles a little bit high for you at certain points, this again would be another option for you. If neither of those things apply to you, then you don't need to move. I like all three of these. The Urbanfun, it's on the list, and proceed with caution, and I'm not going to bash the set after I hyped it. But I mean, the box, and come on. So remember, treble, a kaleidoscope. What you like, there's all kinds of different ways to present treble, and the discovery of other ways that you enjoy is kind of fun. Bass and how it interferes with mids is pretty general. There's not a bunch of different ways to do bass. There's a good way, and there's everything else, which is totally different and opposite from the treble. So that's why you see a few versions of bass to mid transitions, and then you see the kaleidoscope on the right side of this frequency response graph. I'll post a graph in the community section later. I want to focus on the music and not the graphs too much. I started doing that much to the chagrin of some of my viewers. So using Dazed and Confused, The Small Hours, Taking It to the Streets in particular, Hey 19, Nothing Else Matters, I came to the conclusion that I think the bass presentation and the mids is better on the L3. And I'm out. I guess that's it. I talked about Chris Cornell. I talked about Black Hole Sun. And if anybody knows what that song was that was chipper, was Chris high when he did that comment? Because I don't know. Did you think the Black Hole Sun was positive and chipper? I didn't think so the first time I heard it, and I loved it the first time I heard it. When I saw the video, I thought that was a brilliant depiction of somebody's imagination listening to that audio. At no point did I feel chipper listening to Black Hole Sun, though I love listening to it. And today I had fun. There's so much good audio gear out there. You're winning so much. So much. And I'm out. Maybe this is going to be the video I put because it's going to stop when I push stop now instead of a minute 22 seconds for some reason. I'm out.